Good afternoon, architects. I'm Ronald Porcinco Lagulmatico, and this is my thesis proposal. DUYAN, a culturally responsive, iconic deluxe class hotel promoting Philippine culture through contemporary vernacular architecture in the city of Mabalacat, Pampanga. Through the continuous growth of society, tourism is now considered as one of the most relevant industries in every country, especially in Pearl of the Orient, Philippines. Inspired by nature and its culture itself, this design proposal aims to create and establish an iconic deluxe class hotel that shall leave an impression on the people's memory and heart through emphasizing the various cultures that can be found in the Philippines. But why DUYAN? The proposed hotel shall be named after the Filipino term DUYAN, a cradle that is a temporary space designed to accommodate users. Vernacular architecture shall be the approach to be applied in this proposal to emphasize the Philippine culture. One of the features that shall be discussed in this study is the use of natural ventilation, especially in the lobby to reduce the energy consumption and the carbon footprint itself. Aside from that, the visualization of the Philippine culture, history, and architecture shall be the focal point of this proposal. This is to promote the appreciation of nature and the relationship towards the users. With the said description, this shall be the context of this presentation. So, did I get your attention? With the growing economy, alongside the tangible infrastructures, these are the following issues that shall be tackled in this study. Lack of enough promotion of Philippine culture and architecture in temporary shelters, lack of visualization of Philippine architecture, greeneries and lack of nature appreciation spaces, and the increase of carbon footprint. The objectives of this study are the following. To discuss the different strategies that our ancestors used back then in their structures, the study aims to utilize indigenous materials' unique properties in a contemporary modern building. To reintroduce the concept of architecture and its relevance through proposing the said project. To achieve a fully functional hotel design without any compromise to aesthetics, services, and to create a built environment that would reflect the traditional and contemporary architecture. To reduce the carbon footprint that caused massive damage to the environment. To propose a facility that enhances the environment, not just in terms of the region, but also the welfare of the target users. To design a structure that corresponds to nature and shall focus on how indigenous materials can play well with other materials such as steel, wood, concrete, and glass without losing its soul. Ayala Land is currently headed by its CEO Bernard Vincent O.D. and as one of the biggest and leading property developers in the Philippines, Ayala Land was established in the year 1988. Their group started as the Hacienda Makati, which was listed in both Manila and Makati Stock Exchanges in the year 1991 of July. They are also known for the massive landscaping. The programming of the facility shall prioritize the human movement alongside the circulation of the vehicles on site, especially on service needs. Ayala Land's various projects are known for having good landscaping. This proposal shall promote the concept of Philippine architecture, focusing on the lightings and being an open plan. Due to inconsistency of material rates and other natural factors, the project time's completion shall not be tackled in the study. Basic concepts and theory only shall be discussed. The soil type is given that it can sustain the proposal. Aside from that, it is also safe from overflowing and flash floods, landslides, and near an evacuation center. It is accessible from the terminal or airport. It is also bounded by a major road with pedestrian needs. The slope is buildable and surrounded by greenery. According to this contour map, the site is relatively flat. The distance from the fault line to the site is 72 kilometers according to DOST Fieldbox Fault Finder. Here is the site's bearing. Here is the initial schematic plan. Passive cooling architecture. The concept of passive cooling architecture shall play a dominant role in this proposal. This promotes the idea of placing an opening to the most suitable and favorable orientation. Aside from that, this can also lessen the energy consumption of the building. Rainwater harvesting. The concept of rainwater harvesting shall be implemented in this proposed deluxe class hotel in Mabalacat, Pampanga. Rainwater harvesting is a strategy that stores rainwater from the roof, then filtered it to the use in terms of emergency purposes, plant water, laundry, and flushing. Green roofing. Green roofing is known for its noticeable characteristics and its functionality in terms of enhancing not just the environment of the facility, but the location as well. It is said to be an effective way to control the temperature inside the building for the reason of it absorbs the heat coming from the busy roads. Aside from that, it also filters the air in the community. Lightweight steel. A lightweight steel structure is known for its strength and durability. It is also said to be termite-proof and fire-resistant. Aside from these features, lightweight steel framing offers wide spaces that can be beneficial in terms of programming the proposed deluxe class hotel. Combining it with CLT or cross-laminated timber that is flexible and well-engineered, the designer can produce massive shapes. Strip foundation. The site of the proposal is near the airport and it is advisable to have a low to medium-rise building to avoid a collision. Strip foundation is a type of shallow foundation that is commonly used by low to medium-rise buildings. This type of foundation provides continuous strip support to linear structures or closely spaced branches of columns. Two-way slab. The concept of two-way slab is carrying the load of both directions. It is also said to be a type of structural element that can withstand the maximum load without being disoriented or deformed. Long span beam. One of the benefits of using a long span beam is that it provides more space since it is known for having a column-free strategy. This proposal shall provide wide spaces for utility, service, and emergency purposes that shall promote comfort in terms of the mobility of the users, including the staff. Centralized aircon shall be used in hallways and other public use in this proposal. It is said to use filters that improve the quality of air. Pollen and dust were eliminated by the said type. Aside from this, a centralized air conditioner is the most effective way to circulate cool air through the building without producing unwanted noise. It offers more space since it is installed through the ceiling. Going further, the split-type air conditioner is also present in this proposal. It shall be used in the rooms. Standby duty type generator set. Standby duty is the most favorable in residential and commercial dwellings. This type of generator set is automatically turned on when there is a power shortage. Standby duty type is advisable for buildings that need to simultaneously be supplied by energy such as kitchen and basic appliances. Sewage treatment plant. The concept of the sewage treatment plant is also the same as a septic tank. It is also known for processing water to remove the contaminants from the wastewater. Aside from that, it is said to have lesser odor emission than a septic tank. Traction elevator is widely used for both mid and high-rise buildings and can operate faster than hydraulic elevators. This system uses a counterweight that also eliminates the weight of the occupants. A stainless water tank is less dangerous from contaminants since it has good resistance in terms of the said issue. Fire and sound alarms shall be installed in this proposal to increase the security and safety of the users. Fire alarms can be triggered manually or by detecting heat and smoke. Class A and Class C fire extinguishers shall be placed in every exitway per story. Class A is for ordinary combustible materials. It can be wood, cloth, paper, and more. While Class C is known as a type of hazard that is caused by faulty wirings and other electrical issues. CCTV camera. Dome type shall be the type of CCTV camera that shall be installed in this proposed Deluxe class hotel. It is said to be easy to place and compact. It can also rotate 360 degrees. The total lot area of the site is 123,399.05 square meters. This is the development controls according to the National Building Code of the Philippines. Okada Manila, Conrad Manila, the Ritz-Carlton, and Lot Hotel are used as a reference to get the demand analysis. Okada Manila has 43 hectares of lot area with 993 rooms. Conrad Manila has 8 hectares with 347 rooms. The Ritz-Carlton has 6.5 hectares with 247 rooms, and the Lot Hotel has 7.1 hectares with 115 rooms. With the said variables, the average lot area of a deluxe class hotel is 16.65 or 17 hectares, while the number of rooms, the average is 650.5 or 651. In conclusion, for every 17 hectares, there can be 651 rooms. Here is the matrix and bubble diagram. The idea of additive and subtractive form shall be the theory to be applied in this proposal. A combination of the two theories will come up to the usual aesthetic of Ayala Land's existing projects. In addition, adding and subtracting parts of a form can add more character without disregarding the original appearance of the said form. Vernacular architecture is known to have a high-pitched roof that is beneficial to the natural ventilation since it circulates the air throughout the room. Aside from having a high-pitched roof, the color scheme of the building shall be earth colors. The facade design shall comply with the appearance of waves. The building's characteristic shall be a combination of dark blue and dominance of white with warm lights alongside the wooden floors and bamboo wall cladding. Vernacular architecture is known for having indigenous materials and their logical features. With this study, enhanced and contemporary vernacular architecture shall be used. This approach shall emphasize the Philippine culture in a constantly changing generation without disregarding the basic features of the said culture. Ayala Land's Eco Hub aims to make use of the shredded plastics as an additive to manufacture their products named Eco Bricks, Eco Pavers, and Eco Cast. These shall be used in the first story of the proposal. This is to promote the love of nature and preserve the environment through recycling the waste and making it a construction material. CLT or cross-laminated timber is an engineered timber made by several lumber boards together in alternating layers using super strong adhesive and compression techniques. By that, it gives high strength in two directions, making it sturdy and versatile. Due to its lightweight mass, timber can be engineered to be stronger than steel. Height is also no longer an issue it once was, and timber buildings over 80 meters are already completed, such as the Ascent Milwaukee in the US. Upon entering the proposal, it shall be greeted with a presentation of gateways made of bamboo. With the rich culture of the Philippines without being colonized, the ancestors had the freedom to innovate and make use of the environment according to their lifestyle, needs, and beliefs. Having said that, This gateway is the visual representation of the enhanced methodology that the ancestors used during their era. Aside from that, the proposal's facade is inspired by the waves themselves from its form. The proposal shall have a curvature of the wave which serves as a space allocated for the hallway, which also serves as a balcony. Here is the proposed form concepts. The site is bounded by 2 roads and is 5 kilometers away from the airport. Placing a tree that grows faster than the usual tree as a sound buffer is one of the solutions to reduce noise coming from the vehicles and aircrafts passing through the perimeter. This type of construction is known for the horizontal elements supported by the vertical elements. It corresponds to the concept of lightweight steel structures stated in the earlier chapter of this study. With this methodology, it can offer wide spaces and column-free structures. Bamboo will be used mainly for structural and aesthetic purposes. Bamboo has an elasticity characteristics, and with that, it can be designed with curvature. Bamboo is an indigenous material that can present Philippine culture with design. In the proposed project, it will be applied to columns, gateways, interior and exterior design, and wall claddings. Cross-laminated timber will be used for walls and floors. As the building goes up, the thickness of each CLT will be reduced to enable the savings of timber per square meter. To overcome the strong external forces, large-scaled columns and trusses shall be utilized. The indigenous materials cogon, used as a roof made through the art of thatching, is one of the most noticeable assets of early Filipino dwellings. One of the structures that will be presented on the proposal is the pavilion. The pavilion will be representing the roof made with the indigenous material, cogon. With the inspiration from the bahay na bato, kapis as a material will be used for windows, which are called kapis shutters. Each shutter is made of wood with kapis shell, sometimes known as window pane oyster, inset panels with the hinges to both sides. Kapis is found in the coastal waters of the Philippines and is known for its beautiful mother-of-pearl look. Low E or low emissivity glass will be used for the proposal. Low emissivity glass helps reject the heat from the sand back out while keeping the temperature inside. This type of glass controls the excessive heat and light gain in a certain space without disregarding the initial concept of glass, which is its transparency. Since low E glass makes the structure more energy efficient, it saves money on heating bills. It also prevents UV radiation from entering the structure, thus helping protect the furniture as well as the users. Coins are part of cultural traditions throughout the world. It is a symbol of a country's currency. The proposal shall have a floor with coins which will be applied with laminated epoxy and be designed with mosaic art. This will be applied to areas such as the lobby. Natural stones can absorb, store, and radiate heat. With the inspiration of the Philippine Cape Sagada, Puerto Princesa, El Nido, and many more, the project is proposed to have a pond designed with the use of natural stones that would represent the feel of caves. It will also be used as a material for some areas on the proposed project, such as the heating room or sauna. The Philippines is the only country in Southeast Asia with commercially viable marble deposits, especially in Romblon, which they call the Marble Island. With that said, marble or limestone shall be used as floors in areas like the ballroom. Thank you for paying attention. Again, I'm Roniel Porcinco Lagulmatico, a 5th year BS Architecture student from Technological Institute of the Philippines, Quezon City. And this is my presentation of my thesis proposals on our Design 9 Capstone Online Modular Semester 2020-2021. Thank you.